I am going to read a little talk given by Sojourner Truth, a black woman who lived from 1997 and died in 1883. She delivered this speech in 1851 at the Women's Convention in Akron, Ohio. And it's called Ain't I a Woman? And I dedicate this to the Italian women, the Afghanistan women, the black women, women all over the world who are still trying to find their identities and who reach out for equality in their countries and everywhere. And it starts, well, children, where there is so much racket, there must be something out of kilter. I think that twixt the Negroes of the South and the women of the North, all talking about rights, the white men will be in a fix pretty soon. But what's all this here talking about? That man over there, he says that women need to be helped into carriages and lifted over ditches and to have the best place everywhere. Nobody helps me into carriages or over mud puddles or gives me any best place. Ain't I a woman? Look at me. Look at my arm. I have plowed and planted and gathered into barns, and no man could head me. Ain't I a woman? I could work as much and eat as much as a man, when I could get it, and bear the lashes well. And ain't I a woman? I have borne 13 children and seen most of them sold off to slavery. And when I cried out with my mother's grief, none but Jesus heard me. Ain't I a woman? Then they talk about this thing in the head. What's that they call it? Intellect. That's it. Well, what's that got to do with women's rights or Negroes' rights? If my cup won't hold but a pint and yours holds a quart, wouldn't you be mean not to let me have my little half measure fill? Then that man in black there, he says women can't have as much rights as men, 'cause Christ wasn't a woman. Where did your Christ come from? Where did your Christ come from? From God and a woman? Man had nothing to do with him. If the first woman God ever made was strong enough to turn the world upside down all alone, these women together ought to be able to turn it right back and get it right side up again. And now they is asking to do it. The men better let 'em. Obliged to you for hearing me. And now old Sojourner ain't got nothing more to say. That was delivered in 1851. And it was a very dangerous time for women, all women, and especially black women, to speak out. So it comes from strength inside.